Door-to-door sales are among the most complained about consumer issues in Ontario. And one industry expert says those numbers have been spiking in recent months. A buyer beware warning tonight from two homeowners who say they were duped by furnace salespeople. They came to your door?
Yes, repeatedly.
Lori McDonald says she has fallen victim to unscrupulous salesmen who convinced her to sign a 10-year contract for a HEPA filter for her furnace. The amount she says she was told she'd have to pay was $49.99 a month, but that would include a device for her electrical panel that would reduce her electrical bill and make her eligible for a rebate. But then she says the salesman kept coming back and insisting that she needed another filter for her furnace that would be included in the original price. She agreed with a clear proviso.
I explained to this guy, you know, I can't spend more money. I don't have a job. This was like right from the get-go. I talked about this. So this was all about saving money.
That is not what happened. Instead, she says she's being charged double what she says she agreed to, was not eligible for a rebate, and has seen no reduction in her electricity bill. You're paying $135.58 when you were hoping to pay $15.
Yeah, and still get a sales on my hydro bill on top of that.
Oh, right.
That's when I figured out that there was something wrong.
Lori's not the only one who has contacted us with a similar story. Nicole Boyko says she too fell victim to the same pressure from an aggressive salesman. She says he told her that for the fee she was already paying for her rent-to-own furnace, air conditioning and a HEPA filter should have been included. All they needed to do was install them. She signed what she thought was an order form. Instead, it was a 10-year contract. They are now charging you how much?
$69.99 for the AC plus tax and $59.99 plus HST for the HEPA filter.
Why did you agree to this?
Because they told me I was already paying for it.
One of the companies that sold Lori her HEPA filter sent me a recording of a confirmation phone call that seemed to prove that she agreed to the conditions of the second contract for the second filter. But Lori says she believed the call was for the original agreement. In Nicole's case, she too got a confirmation phone call, but she says the salesperson told her to lie.
So the first question they ask is the sales rep there? I had the phone in one ear and I had them in the other ear. So it was kind of, they were saying something and they were saying, yes, agree.
And weren't you suspicious?
No. I had complete trust in the people that were standing there.
New provincial legislation that would ban such door-to-door sales was introduced last November and set to become law in the coming weeks. A spokesperson for Enbridge, who's the third-party biller for these companies, says complaints have increased in recent months, possibly because of the upcoming law. But there is recourse for consumers.
Now, depending on whether or not it's a matter of a charge that they're disputing, we will automatically put the charges on hold. At that point, we'll ask the biller or the company to resolve the issue with the customer, and we give them 45 days to do so.
Now, if the customer still isn't satisfied after that 45 days, Enbridge said it will take the disputed charge right off the bill. But the customer should know that a collection agency could still come after you. So the advice is simple. She says, read the fine print, don't sign anything until you've read it carefully, and never give your bill or any other personal information to anyone who comes to your door. This story came to us from viewer tips. If there's an issue you'd like us to look into, here are all the ways you can reach out to us.